I was with my ex for 11 years. He was physically violent, but the main component with him was the psychological abuse. I literally took my brain apart piece by piece till basic functioning was difficult. Could get confused thinking about cleaning my teeth. When I left, it was the 6th time I went to the shelter, and I just remember saying to them, oh my goodness, it's 6 times. Who takes 6 times? And the crisis worker looked at me and she said, well, the average is 7. When you're in a refuge with nothing, your desire for nice things doesn't disappear. I find it hard to imagine how it would feel to get a too good lunch. It's like someone saying, you matter, and if you've forgotten you matter, it's hard to care about yourself.
This is a demonstration of worth. You know someone has purchased this, knowing that you're also getting one. Our goal is to be in every domestic violence refuge across the country, and we think we can get there by the end of next year.
I'm Rob Caslick, and I'm one of the founders of Too Good. So now, what are we cooking tonight?
Well, tonight we have lovely fry-up of all the different vegetables from Canna Farm.
We're right in the heart of King's Cross, in Cannice's kitchen. Essentially, this is where Too Good started.
About 6 years ago, we set up the organic soup kitchen. There was a lot of people coming on heavy recreational and medicinal drugs, so we decided let's just serve food that's as clean as possible. What do you think of the food here?
I love it.
Lucky.
That was a good
Lucky.
The soup kitchen was going really, really well, and then we thought, how do we scale what we're doing without asking for money, essentially? And so my co-founder, Cahill, and I decided on this buy one, give one model. We call it Too Good. So the Too Good model is quite simple.
A customer orders one of our salads or soups, which are designed by Australia's greatest chefs. They get picked up by our partner Deliveroo, who deliver it direct to your office for lunch.
Fantastic.
So what makes us different from other catering companies is that for every lunch you purchase, we're able to give the exact same lunch to a domestic violence refuge or soup kitchen.
Fantastic, thank you.
Basically, you eat one and we will treat one.
At the moment, we've got 2 soup kitchens and then about 8 refuges. About 200 lunches are going out each week.
So for you, Susie, let's get a sharp knife and we're going to cut this chicken.
Predominantly the people we employ are people from domestic violence refuges or homeless refuges.
Food is always more than food. I don't think that I would ever want to be a chef in a regular kitchen. I want to help people change their lives through food, not because I want to serve chefy things. It's really great to be here with all the women in the kitchen and make sure that we can give them the opportunity, I suppose, to get back their own self-worth and be participating again. We get various recipes which are seasonal from celebrity chefs and we adapt them. We've just brought on this week a new recipe from Maggie Beer, and that's chicken and asparagus and of course verjuice, so yeah. I never quite know if people are going for the chef's name or whether they're going for the actual recipe.
So we've pretty much got every 3-hat chef in the country.
Hi Kylie, good, how are you?
Kylie Kong's the perfect one. We're able to provide her food to all these wonderful places all around who won't be able to afford to go to Billy Kwong's.
How could you say no to Rob? How could you say no to these women who are in need? I mean, of course, we can help via, you know, like a simple noodle dish, but we want to give them our best noodle dish because it's about, you know, showing them that they are worth it, that they are amazing, that they are gorgeous. It was kind of like we wanted to give the women the very best we could offer because that's what they deserve.
Hey Rob, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
And it just sort of started small, and then as we grew, I realised I haven't got a clue about domestic violence.
His question was, it's a jar of food. Am I making a difference? And I told him the story of the purple bow. It was one of those strange moments. You knew it was huge, even though it was small at the time. When I went to the shelter, the day I got there really late. So it was the next day and I'm still in shock. And I hadn't packed any toiletries. They gave me some toiletries and it had this purple bow on it. But the bit that was really special is you could see someone had taken the time to neaten the bow. And I knew I could list the abuse I'd been through and how awful it was and how alone I was. and how degraded I was, but I'd forgotten what was missing, kindness and care, and in that bow, it was all there. Imagine if I'd had a Maggie beer lunch. I would have just been so happy, because it would remind you of people out there at all levels care.
To hear that purple bow story for me was kind of like, man, we are really creating some really good impact here. I'm really kind of proud of what we're doing. Just get some random emails from women and refugees to sort of say, heard about what you're doing. I'm in tears writing this to you because I think it's such a beautiful thing. And you get that email, we've won already, right? It made it all worth it for me, just that one email.
It's a really simple way to say we care and to start the conversation. You don't have to do really big things to make a really big difference.